Hi everyone, my name is Rob Michaud and I'm an academic advisor at Rotman Commerce. As you may soon discover, navigating through university and your commerce degree can be challenging at times, but we are here to support you. We provide support in a range of areas related to your program, such as helping you understand your program requirements, helping you choose your courses, navigating through your specialist through the next 4 years, and quite often we act as a referral, connecting you with other important campus resources and services to provide additional support for you personally and academically. We really enjoy getting to know you, understanding your motivations and passions, understanding your concerns, and doing everything we can to ensure you have a successful and smooth transition in first year. I'm going to answer some questions that are commonly asked around this time. And first, I'd like to talk about the courses you'll take in first year. First year students will be pre-enrolled in 7 courses, 4 of which are required and 3 which are recommended. The 4 required courses include RSM 100H, Introduction to Management, Economics 101, Microeconomics, Economics 102, Macroeconomics, and Math 133Y, Calculus and Linear Algebra. The 3 recommended courses include RSM 219, Financial Accounting, RSM 230, Introduction to Financial Markets, and RSM 250, Principles of Marketing. You need to successfully complete the 4 required courses in first year in order to meet the conditions of your admission guarantee. So as a quick recap, the terms of your guaranteed admission include the following. You need to ensure you meet a minimum 67% for RSM 100H, a minimum 63% for Economics 101 and 102, and a minimum 63% for Math 133Y. And in total, you need to have 4.0 credits to be eligible to complete your guaranteed admission requirements. In summary, you'll be pre-enrolled in these 4.0 credits, and then you'll have space to take 1 more credit and add an arts and science elective. A really important note that I want to share with you, and that is for anyone considering a minor in computer science or statistics, ought to consider taking a higher level math in first year. So Math 133 would not be sufficient, and you should likely consider Math 135 or 136, and a really good resource to consult with on this topic is your college registrar's office. Now let's move on to talk about course enrollment. Usually in early June, all arts and science students at U of T, including Rotman Commerce students, should be able to add courses on Acorn and start their course preparation for course enrollment. It is important to note that just by adding courses to your cart does not mean you've officially added the course. So you'll need to ensure you check the Faculty of Arts and Science calendar for your official start date, and usually it takes place in late July. More details about course enrollment will be sent to you in July, and you'll be able to see your pre-enrolled courses in your schedule on Acorn a few days before your official course registration. Note that electives can be competitive, so you want to be prepared on the day of your course enrollment and have a few backup options in case your ideal elective is not available. So that's just a little bit of advice for you on having a backup plan for electives. And where does course enrollment take place? This is where you'll be introduced to Acorn. This is U of T's Student Information Service. It's a hub for everything you need to know with respect to adding your courses, reviewing your fees, your residence information, and there's a whole lot more on Acorn. So you'll be introduced to Acorn in June and July. Now, I just want to spend a little bit more time talking about electives, since this is a very popular question among first year students. What should you take? And really, there's no right or wrong answers in terms of what to take. A lot of students base their decision on fulfilling a passion or an interest in possibly learning a language, or possibly taking an introductory course that would be a suitable course for a program requirement should you be considering a minor in something else, such as psychology or French. Then you want to take a respective course for that minor in your first year. And so I often find that there are many different strategies to consider when choosing your electives. One other strategy to be aware of is that you will come across a lot of interdisciplinary courses at U of T. So you can come across courses that that touch on business and the liberal arts as well. And I have a few examples that I can share with you. These are not necessarily all available in first year, but it's just something to be aware of as you progress in the program. Some fascinating electives include Anthropology and New Technologies, ANT 349H, Asia and the New Global Economy, CAS 420, History of Advertising, HIS 316, American Consumerism, HIS 374, Cinematography 230, The Business of Film, INIS 302, Writing in the Business Professions. And this is a very small sample of some really exciting and great electives that you can consider taking. Another really popular choice for an elective in first year is to consider a first year seminar. This is a fantastic experience for you to be in a very small cohort in first year and have a chance to get to know really well a faculty member and all your other classmates. So look for more information on first year seminars. And you probably also want to consult with the Arts and Science calendar, because that's where you can review a whole host of information on the courses available and detailed course descriptions on your options. Next up is a very popular topic among first year students, and that is the exciting breadth requirements. And certainly it's a great way that for you to be exposed to many different areas while you're completing your degree, and that is the rationale behind why U of T has forced students to take these breadth requirements. And let me explain a little bit more about them. As part of your degree, you must take at least 4.0 credits to satisfy a breadth requirement for your degree. And the 5 categories include breadth category 1, creative and cultural representations. Category 2 is thought, belief, and behavior. Category 3 is society and its institutions. Category 4 is living things in their environment. And category 5 is the physical and mathematical universe. So breadth requirements are part of U of T degrees and ensure that U of T students gain knowledge and understanding across a broad range of disciplines before graduation. Now, it's also the source of stress for some students in terms of thinking about how can they accomplish these requirements within their Rotman Commerce degree. So I want to share some important tips and insight for you on breadth requirements and the relation to Rotman Commerce. The good news is Rotman Commerce students automatically fulfill 1 full credit of society and its institutions, that's breadth category 3, and you also fulfill 1 full credit of the category 5, physical and mathematical universe. And typically 1.0 credit of the thought, belief, and behavior category, and that's category 2. And the reason for that is because RSM 250 is a category 2. So there are other RSM courses that also have category 2 available, so it's quite common that you can easily fulfill breadth category 2, 3, and 5 through your program. So you only are left with 1 more credit to complete for your breadth requirements, and that's another way for you to dedicate your arts and science electives, is to complete this remaining breadth category. Keeping in mind that breadth requirements are exit requirements. You don't necessarily need to do them all upon entry to first year, that you do have time to complete them. So you don't necessarily need to choose a course simply for the breadth requirement right away in first year. You will have time to complete your requirements. So that's a little bit of some information about breadth requirements. And in case you're confused by all of this information, the good news is you can track your requirements, your program requirements, your degree requirements, including your breadth requirements on Acorn. And the program that you want to log into is called Degree Explorer. So Degree Explorer is where you want to monitor all of your program requirements and degree requirements. Now let's turn to first year learning communities, or as we call them around here, FLIC. What they are, FLIC is a fun, laid-back way for you to meet other students in Rotman Commerce. 24 first year students meet regularly throughout first year for various academic and social events. It's a great way for bonding and relationship building and for you to make some social connections to help with your transition. It's also led by upper year students, and students from your FLIC group are also enrolled in the same courses that you have. So you have great mentorship from these upper year students, and you'll be able to form partnerships and close bonds with the students in your FLIC session as you navigate through first year together. Aside from helping you make great friends, Flick offers a lot of helpful sessions on the issues that come up from first-year students, some of which include note-taking, creative and effective cover letter, creating effective cover letters and writing resumes, getting tours of the Rotman School of Management, understanding their business information session, touring the trading lab, the research library, and a whole lot of other events that you can take part in. There's also an opportunity for you to participate in the annual Flick case competition, which is a great way to help you prepare for many future case competitions that you might want to be part of. The application timeline for Flick begins in early mid-June, and successful applicants are notified by the end of July. And lastly, one other thing I want to talk to you about today is how to pay your fees. The official U of T information on paying fees can be found here, and tuition payments are due later in the summer, usually in late August, and a detailed schedule will be available in mid-July. And the payment amounts can be viewed on Acorn in your fees section of Acorn. I think I'll close off for today. I really hope you enjoyed this session and I was able to provide you with some information and provide a little bit more clarity on some questions you may have. And definitely be prepared for further communication from the program, from the university, as we will help prepare you for your smooth transition to university. Thanks again for tuning in. All the best.